What's up mga Brad and sis all over Philippines and all over the world. My name is Brad Onyx of Brotherhood chapter under TDAP, and so of course this time we have this chance to interview Brod Jewellord Dod Peralta, the Global Grand Triskelion. Magandang araw sa iyo. And of course, we have these questions for information of everybody sa lahat ng mga Triskelions. And of course, clarification na rin po mula sa ating Brad dito. So, first question po natin, ano po yung, just to give us a short background, ano po yung tinatawag nating TDAP?
TDAP, okay. TDAP is short for Triskelion Development and Acceptance Process.
Okay.
It is our answer to the Anti-Hazing law,
Okay.
RA 11053, which was passed in 2018. And the difference between the old 8049, RA 8049, and RA 11053 is that while RA 8049 only regulated hazing, 11053 now prohibits hazing. And so we admit that we have hazing, but now with 11053 we have to get rid of hazing. And our answer to that was to go back to zero and to restudy and start with why are we having initiation in the first place? Initiation being legal, hazing being illegal. Secondly, not only why are we having initiation, it is what is the purpose and what is the benefit that we get or we used to get from hazing.
Yes.
Okay? And so we said, we identified, we brainstormed all of the benefits that we got from hazing, like the way it is.
Yes.
And we said, these good good things, we should not lose
Yes.
with the new initiation rights.
Yun. Next question po natin, no? Kailan po magsisimula yung TDAP, especially dito sa Negros?
TDAP we started coming up with TDAP in March. We published TDAP in March of 2023 in response to the hazing death of John Matthew Salidig of Adamson. And so on March 18 we announced it. On March 25 the founding fathers let everybody know that this is the only official initiation right of Tao Kamapi. And any initiation right will not legitimize any Alexis that becomes, that calls himself a Triskelion without having passed through TDAP. So since 2023 of March 25, TDAP has been in effect. What we have done since then, starting April, was we went around and started to train Triskelions who are members of Tao Kamapi Global on TDAP. Okay, so that they can conduct TDAP initiation rights. See, TDAP being new and without hazing, all of us know that we all went through hazing, and the initiations that we would conduct is based on our experience.
Yes.
And in many cases, unfortunately, our additions, okay, which made our hazing really violent and really causing death. So we go around doing TDAP training, and once here in Negros, your members, selected members, it's not everyone. We recommend that the Grand Triskelion, the officers of the Grand Council, and especially the Master of Initiation, be trained in TDAP. Once they've been trained, they can now conduct the IR. Not everybody needs to be trained. Ang importante, itong mga na-train, they're going to be like the directors, the Masters of Initiation. Okay, once everybody's trained, then, once there are trained, Triskelions, they can conduct TDAP for any chapter. Okay, since it's one TDAP, so anybody, any TDAP trained can conduct TDAP for any chapter. For example, you can have a chapter that doesn't have any TDAP trained member, then they can call on a TDAP trained member of another chapter within the city or even outside to help them with it.
Okay. So, next question po natin, since segue na lang po sa sagutin ko sa pangalawang question, ito yung third question actually, sino yung po pwedeng mag-adapt ng sistema ng TDAP? Sino-sino po sila?
Okay. We have to protect TDAP. Kasi in our history, we introduced NCT.
Yes.
initiation rights back in 2015. And nababoy. People started to add things, without any accountability. That's why we have all of these deaths, and many of them claim that no, we were practicing NCP, which is of course hazing, but regulated. So we want to protect TDAP, and we want to protect our fraternity. We don't want those who will say, okay, we're doing TDAP and start putting hazing into it, right?
Yes.
Now, I'm talking about accountability. So those who have accountability to Global, to develop TDAP, are members of Global. So we do not bring out TDAP to non-global chapters.
Non-global, yung mentioned, highlighted. Ito yung
Because if our global chapter, any global chapter, conducts any hazing, we kick them out. Okay, they should have accountability. So there are penalties. But those who are outside of global, if they are not accountable to us, there's no way we can control them. So that's why we do not give them TDAP.
Yes. Last question. Ano yung mangyayari sa mga council at chapter na hindi i-adapt yung sistema ng TDAP? May sanctions po ba?
Again, if you do not adapt it, then you're probably not global. Now, if you're in global, you're a global chapter, and you do not adapt TDAP, you have your own IR,
Yes.
then we kick you out of global.
Okay. So, since hindi po sila kabilang sa global, which is they call their chapter or the members as separate from the global, bali sino yung may right na magbigay sila sa kanila ng sanction if ever na hindi nila sundin
Well,
yung
since once they are out of global, wala na tayong sa kanila, no?
Wala nang pakialam.
Essentially, if they're inside global, we expel them. If they're outside global, they continue to do hazing. We have no responsibility. And you have read the statement that came out in October 2024, so the public may know.
Yes.
And then the one that we came up with this month, so the public may know for part 2.
Yes po.
Essentially, we've said, if you're not part of global, you are not our brothers and sis. Your chapter is illegitimate.
Yun. So last message na lang po sa lahat ng mga brands po natin all over the country and all over the world na maabutan po ng ating documentation ngayong araw. Last message na lang.
The message is, you should ask to be oriented. So you are informed and you can make informed decisions on where you want to take your chapter and yourself. But our point is, if you're not part of Tau Gamma Phi Global, which means you are not chartered, your chapter is not chartered, it has no authority to exist, which comes from the mother chapter and the founding fathers, then we consider you to be illegitimate. And I'm sorry that we have to make that decision because, as you can see, pro-hazing chapters, pro-hazing councils continue to cause deaths of people. And it's not only the people who die, the neophytes and Alexis who die, that are the victims. It includes the Brods who are believing in your leadership, that you are telling them that this is okay, that pro-hazing is okay. And then they become victims believing you because they are caught hazing, especially those who are caught in a hazing death. So they are victims themselves because they are ignorant. And that ignorance is because of their leaders.
Yun. So, yun. Was some common questions na pwedeng tanong natin. I believe sa mga brad and sis natin, napakarami pa pong mga katanungan. Sino pong isipan na nais nyo pong maklarify about the TDAP. So, this chance is malaking honor din po na na-meet po natin in person yung ating pong Global Grand Triskelion. Yes.
So perhaps what I would say is, please ask to be oriented. So I'm here on the weekend. This is yesterday. We did an orientation on global, on anti-hazing, on TDAP in San Carlos.
Yes,
today we're doing it in Victoria. Every weekend we are honoring invitations to be oriented. Okay, and more they're coming out because they're realizing that the pro-hazing is not the right thing to do.
Yes.
And so they want to know how, and we are making ourselves available. Yesterday we had Father Alec with me.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he was not able to join me today because he has to bring his daughter is leaving for Australia and he has to be there to bring her to the airport. But rest assured, if you want to know, our teams will come and orient you. That's why every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, which are the only days that we can get good numbers of brothers and sisters because it's non-working days, we dedicate ourselves to that. So next week we will be in Palawan.
Yun, Palawan.
After that, we're going to be in Muñoz, in Nueva Ecija, and then Laguna, Pililla, San Pedro, etc. And we have been to the United States, we have been to Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, we have been to Australia, okay? We have been to Ireland, and you know, just to be able to orient our brothers who are interested. Because, you know, we don't want you to join Global out of ignorance. We want, before you can join Global, you have to be oriented so you know what you're joining.
Yes,
we don't want you to join Global just because everybody else is joining Global. We want you to join for the right reasons, which is you support the advocacy and you believe in the things that we are pushing in Tauga, together with the family. Okay? So be oriented and then decide what you want.
So again, no, maraming salamat for of course sa pagpunta dito, no. I believe na napakarami po ng napaka-busy po ng schedule ng grad po natin, no. And so we are so very lucky to meet him in person, and of course person niya po nabigay ng kanyang kaalaman patungkol po dito na kailangan niyo po malaman, and siyempre sa mga lugar na na-mention niya. So dapat, no, sa mga brothers and sisters natin dyan, sa mga lugar na na-mention po ni Brad natin, punta po kayo dahil napakalaking tulong na tayo po yung ma-orient at malaman natin kung ano yung dapat gawin sa ating bagong system. Brad, maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. So mabuhay ka po.